Hey guys, it's Cindy over at paper.old.new. Thanks for stopping by and spending some time with me today. I'm really excited. As you can see, I have paper laid out here on its, face down. I got my kit done, guys. A couple of little things I want to say before we get started. First of all, this kit is 30 pages, so it took me a while. I'm still working on the ephemera, but I'm releasing the page kits. So there will be an ephemera kit coming. Next off, I create my digitals on Photoshop and I print, and I allow Photoshop to control the color when it prints. That results in a little bit of a different coloring than when I let the PDF print and the printer controls the colors. They tend to lean warmer, so there's a little more yellow to them. So I don't know what you're going to get when you print it, but I did test print the PDF and I liked the way it turned out as well, but it is a little warmer than what you're going to see me show you. And I'm assuming you can futz with that in your settings when you go to print. So, and feel free to change colors and crop things and print things however you want for your use. I don't have any problems with you altering things for you to use. Like if you wanted to make something black and white or you wanted to make a whole page pink, if you guys want to do that stuff to print for yourself, I don't have a problem with that. This kit is called Knock, and it was inspired by the gospel passage from Luke, chapter 11, verse 9. Ask and you will receive, seek and you shall find, and knock and it will be opened unto you. So that's where this comes from. They are doors, shabby doors with florals. So I'm going to flip this over and then I'm going to zoom in so that you can get a nice close look. And we're going to go ahead and get started. So give me just a second. Okay. So here we go. I hope that's still going to be sharp and clear and you can see everything okay. This is the landscape kit. As always, my kit comes in landscape and we will be going through a tall narrow. So here it is, Knock. There are, 6 different doors that I use to create a set of themes. So I've got 6 different doors, 5 pages per door, which gives you 30 pages, right? So this is the first page for all the doors. You get a page that looks like kind of like a book. And large images of the florals that I set to go with each door. I'm just going to flip them up like that. And then you'll get a couple pages that have these kind of long garland of whatever the floral is that goes with that door. And then you get like a colored pencil style version of the door. All of these pages are on old document backgrounds. On this one, this is the only one that I did this with. I just like the way it looked, and when I tried it in some of the other ones, I didn't like it as much. But you get the floral garland and a large flower. You'll get that with all of them, and then the small door. But you also get the door images on the background, which you're going to see on the last page. You'll see them again. You can't really see them here, but all this blue in here is like a stamp of this door, for lack of a better way to put it. That was my technical difficulties that I've been having. Okay, so here's the old documents. You can see more in this image, and then you get the large flowers, and then a bigger piece of the door. And then here's the doors I was talking about. I took this image and I created like a single monochromatic stamp out of it. So it's like a blue to go with the door. Navy blue, but blue. Okay, and then here's the next door. This one's more yellows. The flowers hanging off of it are yellow, so I chose a yellow poppy to go with this one. And this is that first main page, like I told you, it's like kind of that book. Okay, we'll put that there. Here's the poppy garlands and the old document in the background. Some of the old documents had images on them because, the business or whatever it was, the top of the document had some sort of a picture. So sometimes I would enhance that or accent it. And then there's our yellow door image that's like colored pencil-ish. Here's the one with the large flower image. And then there's the one with the decorated door and the large flower. And then you can see the document there. Although the image is covered up now. Okay, and then here's the one with these doors got stamped, this door got stamped yellow. So it's a little harder to see when you look at it. It just kind of looks like some sort of odd pattern on the document. But I still like the way it turned out. You just can't really tell it's a door. Okay, here's a purple door with some lilacs. I love the way these ones turned out. Okay. And again, we have an image. This was the header on this invoice. It had this. Okay, and there's lilacs. And then here's I think I did this one instead. You might not get two with garland. But this has the garland. Okay, and then here's the large images. And then here's the door. So that scattered lilac pattern I did instead of 2 garland pages. This was one of my, I love this, how this one turned out. The white roses. There's some postage stamps. This one's got a postcard background. And you'll see that here. You'll see there's postcards scattered all over this background. But you still get the floral garlands and the white door. And here's a larger rose image. I'll get it out. Just give me a second. So I'm going to be going away with my one daughter this week. Everybody else has to stay home and work. Haha. Here's the large floral images. So you're going to get this kit launch. I wanted to get this out before I went away. Here's the little door stamps. I did get red, very vibrant poppies again. I do not have a video going out on Friday though, so there's going to be a little bit of a gap before I see you again. Some garland. I did have a plan, but I'm leaving tomorrow morning early and I'm not going to have time to get it out. But you will see, I will come in to visit you on Monday and Wednesday. It's Sunday evening, by the way, just so you know. I'm hoping to get this video out tonight so you guys can see this kit. I'm so excited that I got it finished. I love how this kit turned out. I can't wait to start working with it. I like this lock. This was on the invoice. So this is the invoice. There's a lock on it, and I pulled it out, and I used it in a couple of places. Sorry, I was going to point it out, but I was chattering about my trip. And then for this one, the door was green, and green florals are a little more difficult. But the florals on the door itself, it was a green vine, but it had orange flowers. So I went with these marigolds, and I thought it complemented nicely, and it adds a really good pop of color. So this is the garland. For this one with the green door, I found this one document to put into the document collage in the background. I found this one green one that kind of tied in, which I thought was kind of fun. So here you have your big floral images with the door, big floral image and the garland. And then here is the door stamps, and I did them in green this time. So that's our landscape kit. I am going to run you through the tall narrow kit so you can get an idea of how this kit looks if you want to make a tall narrow journal out of it. I am so looking forward to using this kit. This is one of my favorites so far. I think I said that about the bright blooms too, but I love that one too. Okay, so here's our tall narrow. There will be an ephemera kit. I'm hoping to try and get doors and cards with doors and some of the documents out of the backgrounds to put in the ephemera kit for you to use as cards and tags and, and some floral cutouts and all that kind of stuff. I want to get in so that you have stuff to use. For the most part, I think I got most of the stuff centered so that when you fold these, you get stuff on one side and stuff on the other, and nothing gets caught in the middle. But I don't know that that's completely true on some of these pages. Like some of the big images, I don't know if they fell so that they fold. I generally try, but it doesn't always work. So, And I know that a lot of collage pages, you don't always get things on one side or the other. Sometimes you're just folding an image. If you see, like this one, no. So that's what it's going to look like folded. But yeah, I super love the way these turned out. There's the stamps. I had to make tons of adjustments to them. I mean, it's different filling this space than filling this space. And sometimes it doesn't look right to pull something so that it fit this way. And then when you put it on here, squishing it and pulling it doesn't always look right. It looks distorted and weird. So I couldn't always do that. You wouldn't think doors, it would be too bad because you have narrow doors, narrow, tall doors. But it did. For some of them, it looked really odd. And it might have been because of the flowers and stuff. But, I mean, it did look odd. But I still got the garland pages, the large floral pages. You also have some areas where, like, to fit it on here and make it look right, it might be a little closer to an edge, or it might be cut off on an edge. I don't mind a little bit of overhang, so that didn't bother me. I hope it doesn't bother you. There's the yellow door stamped. Let's see. I think purple is next. So we have the lilacs. And see, this door is a little closer to the side, so you don't get as much of... I tried to keep it so that it wasn't cutting off anything like important or major, or you know. Okay, there's the scattered lilacs instead of the garland. I do want to go and make some more patterns. Like these are patterns that I was trying to make that I can apply to other things. So I'm hoping to be able to do more of those. And then I have the large lilacs, able to get those in. And then there's the lilac and the door background. And then here's the white roses, still one of my favorites. Love how this turned out. Tall, narrow, or not, I love how it turned out on both sides of this kit. Okay, and then roses. I like the white roses against the... This is kind of a neutral. All the other ones are pops of color. You have blue and yellow and green and orange, and you got pops of color everywhere. This one's kind of neutral, which I like. So, and then here's the poppies. There's the little lock. See it on the document. That's actually on its header up in that corner. That's the document that it's on, and then I pulled it off and used it in some of the images because I liked it. And then, like I said, it'll probably be, when I make the ephemera kit, I'll probably use the lock. Put it in there for you guys to, or for whoever to cut out and use. Okay, we're getting to the end, guys. Yeah, I hope you guys like this kit. I had a lot of fun making it, despite the frustrations I had with my computer. It wasn't the kit's fault. And I can't wait to start making things with it. I am so looking forward to it. I am so glad I finally got it made and printed. I hope that you guys will go and check it out. If you know somebody that you think would really like this kit, please, refer them to my shop so that they can go get it too. And yeah, I love it. So go check it out. The link for my shop, as always, is in my description box below. And you guys have fun crafting, and God bless. Bye-bye.